Hey guys, it is Monday morning, December 16th. Bitcoin's at 104, but this video is all about Bitcoin for beginners. It doesn't matter whether Bitcoin is 104 or 14,000 or 30,000, it doesn't matter. You can use this exact advice at every single price of Bitcoin. And what we're going to tell you in this video is how to set up a Cash App wallet for the very first time, how to buy Bitcoin, how to move the Bitcoin into another wallet, which we're going to choose the Blue Wallet, how to restore the Blue Wallet from scratch, and how to send the money back to the Cash App wallet, and then finally how to get a Cash App debit card so you can start spending money and freely using your Bitcoin if anybody gives you Bitcoin, so you have complete transferability between Bitcoin and US dollars. This is going to be a great video. People, a lot of you who know Bitcoin, you'll know most of this. You might not know all of it, but this is really for the newbies. So before I start, please go to YouTube, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already hit subscribe. If you are looking at this on X, go find me on YouTube. I've got a pretty big channel on YouTube, and I appreciate it. So anyways, now let's get on with the video. I prepared a slide deck to walk us through this presentation, and here we go. So let's view this slideshow here. Okay. So the slideshow is called How to Get Started in Bitcoin, and it's really advice for absolute beginners. This is not financial advice. We aren't going to be investing a lot of money. This is really about how to actually use Bitcoin. All right. So this is very specific advice. It's intended for an American audience. Somebody has already asked me, what about Swiss audience? What about Europeans? What about Asians? No. We're going to start for American audience. This advice is valid in all 50 U.S. states. I'm not trying to be comprehensive here. I'm just trying to save you some time. And this is not going to be necessarily the best way you're going to end up in Bitcoin. This is ease of use. This is first time. This is ease of use over security in this particular exercise. Okay, so a lot of you core Bitcoiners are going to be like, why did you do this? Why are you choosing this? I'm choosing it because this is the best path for absolute beginners. Okay, now before we begin, it's very important to distinguish between when to buy a lot of Bitcoin and when to learn about Bitcoin. The best time to learn about Bitcoin is right now, today. I'm going to teach you in this video how to use Bitcoin, to actually use it. Now, if you want to go and invest your money in Bitcoin, you don't need to you don't need to know how to use Bitcoin. You can buy an ETF, one click in your Schwab account, and you get access to exposure to Bitcoin. And yeah, there is, if you're going to be putting a big chunk of your net worth in Bitcoin, you probably want to time that purchase, right? But this isn't about that. This is just an educational video, how to use Bitcoin. And as you get more and more advanced in Bitcoin, you're going to change how you store your Bitcoin, how you use your Bitcoin. So this is sort of your beginning class, and we're going to eventually go. This class will be more or less obsolete. Although I will tell you, I still use to this day Cash App and Blue Wallet regularly. So even though I use many other ways of using Bitcoin, these ways still are okay. So what you're going to need for this video is a mobile phone, which you have, a bank account, which presumably you have. You're going to need some way to buy the Bitcoin. You're going to need an ID. You probably need a utility bill somewhere where you have proof of address. And you're going to also need some time. You're not going to be able to get your Bitcoin in 10 minutes. It's typically going to take a day or two for this process they call Know Your Customer, or KYC. The Cash App's going to require a 24-hour period typically before you actually get your Bitcoin. But that's just a one-off thing, so you don't have to worry too much about that. Okay. Now, let's get started. Where do you buy your Bitcoin? Now, I'm going to strongly suggest that for Americans, Cash App is your first stop. Now, why do I say that? Well, it works in all 50 states, so this advice is good. It's super easy to use. And again, I just want to remind people, don't worry about the price of Bitcoin right now. We're only going to be using $100 in this test. So could your $100 be worth $97? Sure. Does it matter? No, it doesn't matter at all. Okay, so that's just before we get started, before like, oh, I got to time my buy. No, you're not. This is educational. Okay, so here is the Cash App mobile app, which you can download. I put in that QR code here. And all these slides, I'm going to provide a link from my YouTube video, so you can look at all these slides at your leisure. Now, the Cash App UI looks a little bit like this. It's a very simple UI. It has a very simple UI to kind of connect your bank account. And once you connect your bank account, you can move your cash into this app, which is sort of like Venmo, this app. It's like Venmo, but it has a Bitcoin interface, which is quite good. Okay, so now the next step. Next step is you need to connect your bank account with Cash App. So what I want you to do is very simple. I want you to go to Cash App, open it up on your mobile. I'm going to have you tap on the banking tab, and then you're going to link your bank or add a bank. You're going to have to put in your account number, routing number. It may depend on which state you're in, what bank you're using. But it's pretty simple. It doesn't take more than a few minutes, and you will have connected your bank. Okay. Now, I want you to add $100 from your bank account as follows. So you're just going to open Cash App. You're going to go to the banking tab. You're going to select Add Cash. You're going to pick $100. You're going to confirm, and now your funds will be in Cash App. And again, this is like Venmo. You can pay people with Cash App. I do that sometimes. I still use Venmo for some things because it's more widely used. But now that you have these funds in Cash App, you can start buying Bitcoin with them, which is what I do with my Cash App. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to enable Bitcoin buying. So now we're going to go to this bar graph icon. We're going to select Bitcoin. And by the way, they keep changing the UI, so you might have to find this if you're looking at this, in a month or a year or whatever. But you're going to find Bitcoin on your phone, on your Cash App, and you're going to enable withdrawals and deposits. Now, you're going to need to go through a little process, a few screens. You're going to have to put your name, your address, your date of birth, your social security number. It's pretty intrusive. You're going to have to do a screen grab of your ID. And they're going to want some kind of proof of address, like a utility bill or something that ties your address to you. Now, this is the only part that's going to take a while. It's going to take 24 or 48 hours to do. It could take longer in some cases, but usually it's pretty fast. Now, 24 hours later, come back. There's nothing you can do now. So 24 hours later, come back. And once you're approved, you can go to Bitcoin tab and you can buy $100. From here out, no more of it. You don't have to do anything. It's going to be really fast. And you can also sell your Bitcoin super fast. You don't have to go through this process again. All right, so now you are a Bitcoiner. Okay, what does that mean? That means you have you've purchased some Bitcoin, and Cash App is holding that Bitcoin for you. So this is what we call a custodial wallet. Cash App is your custodian for your $100 of Bitcoin. So now that we have Bitcoin, we're going to do the most important thing you can do with Bitcoin, which is send it to another wallet. And I'm going to choose a different kind of wallet. Now I'm going to choose a non-custodial wallet. And I'm going to choose a wallet. I thought about this a little bit. There's a bunch of these again. Just like there's a bunch of competitors to Cash App. But I'm going to choose the simplest, one of the older ones, which is Blue Wallet. And this wallet has been designed to be user-friendly, but it's pretty secure. A lot of us older Bitcoiners still use Blue Wallet, even for larger sums. And it has we'll go over this later. It even has some really very high security multi-sig features, but we're not going to get into that now. We're just going to use Blue Wallet. Okay. So this is sort of the UI. It's very simple. It's sort of less is more kind of philosophy. Very similar to Cash App in that respect. But it's non-custodial, so it keeps you are the person holding the Bitcoin, not Cash App. Okay, so now we're going to set it up. We're going to download it. We're going to open the app. And we're going to add a wallet. We're going to click Add Wallet. Now, the app itself contains many wallets, and you can have many different, what we call these logical wallets, which hold Bitcoin. We're going to choose Bitcoin. This text, which I copied from ChatGPT, had Lightning. They don't offer Lightning anymore. They offer Bitcoin. I'm going to change that in the actual final text. And you have a choice between 12 or 24 words. We're going to choose the simpler. We're going to go pick a 12-word recovery phase. We're going to write it down. We're not going to screenshot it. We're going to write it down. We're going to save it. Okay. So what's this recovery phrase? This is the most important thing. These are going to be 12 words that you can use to restore your wallet anytime, anywhere. So if you have these 12 words in this order and you come back 2 years from now, 3 years from now, a decade from now, you will be able to go on any device, anywhere, in any country, and you will be able to get your Bitcoin. So your Bitcoin is stored not in the wallet. It's stored on Bitcoin. It's stored in the cloud. And these 12 words allow you to unlock the Bitcoin. And really the wallet is just a way to store these 12 words, in a way. That's really all the wallet is. So you're going to write these 12 words down. And if you have a password manager like LastPass or 1Password, I highly recommend using it. In general, I highly recommend going to a password manager. Do not store these 12 words in, long term in your contacts, in your desk where somebody's going to just find them immediately. So find somewhere secure to put them. Again, we're not dealing with a lot of money here. The worst that you're going to lose is $100, but you never know. You may get lazy and you may use the same 12 words to store your life savings. So let's start with some good security and store them in a password manager. Next. Now, we have some money in our Cash App, right? We have some Bitcoin in our Cash App. We're going to transfer $20 in Bitcoin from Cash App to Blue Wallet. So what do? We're going to get a Bitcoin address from Blue Wallet. So you're going to open your Blue Wallet app. You're going to tap the wallet you want to receive. You only have one, so that's very simple. You're going to click Receive, and you're going to copy this Bitcoin address, which is this long string of letters and numbers. Or you can scan this QR code if you prefer with the well, let's just say you copy the Bitcoin address, it'll be easier. Okay? Now, what I want you to do now is go to the Cash App, click the Bitcoin tab, click Send Bitcoin, paste the Bitcoin address from Blue Wallet, or if you're doing it on a second phone, scan the QR code. And then I want you to pick amount to send, $20. Then I want you to check the address. This is very important. Just make sure that the address that you are sending to that you copied is the same that's the address that you're sending. Generally it is, but you just want to make sure. There's some kind of something funny going on with your phone. There's a virus or something. Especially with an Android phone, you always check the address. And then now you confirm, you click next, and you have to put some PIN, and you're done. Now, you will see your transaction pending very quickly, but it's going to take 10 minutes for it to really be confirmed by the Bitcoin network, depending on this network fee that you pay with Cash App. Once it is confirmed, you'll see it in Blue Wallet. So let's review. You've linked a bank account to Cash App. You transferred $200 of cash or some amount of cash. You bought $100 worth of Bitcoin. You sent that to Blue Wallet. Great. Now, let's restore your Blue Wallet, okay? Let's restore your Blue Wallet. So what I want you to do now is I want you to delete the app, okay? I want you to just delete the app from your phone. We're going to re-download the wallet, and we're going to start from scratch. We're going to tap Add Wallet. We're going to go, in this case, Import Wallet instead of Create Wallet. And now we're going to type in that recovery phrase. And then we're going to hit Next. And now you will see that you have your $20. So this is really important for you to understand. This Blue Wallet is a wallet you alone control. Your seed phrase can be used to access your Bitcoin. And you can restore this Bitcoin on any address. You don't need Blue Wallet anymore. It works on all Bitcoin wallets. So what I hope this is teaching you is that these 12 words are equivalent to your Bitcoin, right? That's really, really important. Now, you won't quite have $20 because every time you do a Bitcoin transaction, there's fees. That can be $1. They can be a couple dollars. Exceptionally, in periods where the network's very, very congested, they can get to $10 or $20. Now, how much? It doesn't matter whether you're sending $10, $100, or $1 million. The fees are just per transaction. Then you can speed things up a little bit if you want. You pick a higher fee. That means that you're going to get in the next block with higher chance. But look, it takes 10 minutes on average to confirm a transaction. And it's a probabilistic thing. It could take a little bit more. It could take a little bit less. But if you don't put enough fee, it could take a long time. I mean, it could even take a day. It could get stuck in there. Now, don't worry. You can always accelerate your Bitcoin transactions. I just want to let you know that. But there is these fees. Okay. So now that you have your Bitcoin, you've restored it, you understand non-custodial wallets. I want you to send the Bitcoin back to Cash App, or some of it. Okay, so you open the Cash App phone, now open the Bitcoin tab, deposit Bitcoin. I'm going to copy the Cash App Bitcoin. We're going to do the exact reverse. We're going to open the Blue Wallet now, and we are going to hit send. We're going to paste it, and we're going to send maybe $10 out of the 20 back to Cash App. We're going to pick a network fee, and that's it. So now we've gone back and forth. We've started with Cash App. We got Bitcoin into Cash App. We sent it to Blue Wallet. We restored Blue Wallet, and we sent it back to Cash App. So the only thing left is I want you to get one of these Cash App cards. And why do I say that? Because now what I'm going to show you, and this surprisingly, a lot of Bitcoiners do not know this. Okay, they do not know this. And what I want to show to you is what's the use of this Bitcoin. Well, the use is you can use it to compete to you can use it to create to spend it just like with at a restaurant, on Amazon, whatever you want, right? And so that's the use. So I want you to go to Cash App and get one of these cards. It's very simple, straightforward. It'll come in 7 to 10 days. And now you have this card. With this card, you can, it's a debit card. It's linked to the cash that's in your Cash App account. So if somebody sends you a bunch of Bitcoin now, you can easily swap it for cash. And now you can go spend it just like any other thing. So now you have a full cash solution, full debit card solution that you can use. And honestly, it works in every single country. You know, you have to be American to set all this stuff up. But you can go, I've used it in Japan and Europe, all over the place, in El Salvador and South America. You can live for months on your Cash App card. And there's another product that's very similar. It's the Fold card. Again, very similar. I just picked Cash App. It's a little bit more mature as a product. And a lot of people are going to be like, Fred, why did you pick Cash App? It has lower withdrawal limits. And I'm saying, again, this is my choice for the first wallet. You are going to go through many wallets. You could also try Strike. It's another wallet that you can try. There are many wallets. But I'm going to pick Cash App because it's one of the oldest, works everywhere, battle tested. And I picked Blue Wallet because, again, it's one of the oldest, simplest, non-custodial wallets that you can get. I've written wallets. I know wallets inside out. Blue Wallet's excellent. Basic wallet. It does it does the basics. It moves Bitcoin in, moves Bitcoin out. Now, we're going to get into other things. We're going to get into hardware wallets. I'm going to pick a hardware wallet to get started with. You may not like my choice of starter hardware wallet, but again, this is all learning, right? I'm going to pick one. I'm going to tell you a little bit about Lightning, just so you know a little bit about it. If you don't care, just skip that one. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about multi-sig at some point. And solutions like Casa and Unchained. I think that you're going to know that. But I wanted to separate out the educational side of Bitcoin, how it works, and from the investment side. So this is really just about the educational side. I hope it was useful. If you found it useful, please share it and hit the subscribe button on YouTube. I appreciate you guys. A little longer video than normal. Thanks.